Hi everyone, have you ever felt low, tired, running empty? I guess all of us do.
Yes.
But the thing is, as parents, we cannot give up. We still have to love our children,
Have patience for
have
that.
patience. And I realize in my own life, of course, when I'm tired like everyone else, but also when I'm running out of time, I didn't parent very well. So today we look at ways, how can we parent well?
Proactively, yeah.
Um,
Not fall into that ditch of always being tired or always being stressed to
always
go
being
somewhere.
late.
Exactly. There's like different ways we want to look at today, because when we're tired, like the screaming seems louder, the disobedience seems heightened, just like everything feels so much more than it really is.
And yes, indeed, we don't parent well when we are tired. And I think this is pretty much universal. But I think it's important to come to the root of the exhaustion. Why am I really tired?
Yeah, or we're just scratching the surface, which doesn't help at all. So the one thing could be like not sleeping enough. And that was a big one for myself, because I know if I don't sleep enough and I need a lot of sleep, like 8+ hours, I'd love 9. And that just helps me to parent my kids during the day. And I've seen, like, if I don't give myself that sleep, I don't have patience. I'm like much more snappy. I'm like, I stress them around. I just don't do everything with love the way I want to. So early on in becoming a mom, I decided that I just need that sleep. Maybe not everybody is the same way, but I had to put like rules and like boundaries around my life, that I go to bed earlier than maybe other people, because I just need that. So if that's you too, be courageous, take those steps. It's not boring, because sleep is so important and you need it, because parenting kids is no joke. So go to bed early. But what are other things? And another thing could be
Maybe we have to look at our schedules.
Yes.
Maybe we just have too much, so we're exhausted because we do too much. We don't take the Sabbath. We don't take care of the weekend. We're always doing something. Maybe we're doing a sport that just makes us too tired. There's a lot of things, but it's very important to look at it.
Yeah, to go deep in that, to just like be aware of like how we're feeling. And it could also be that you just need to change something in a season you're in, because maybe you're in a season where your wife is pregnant, you have 5 other little kids, and you can't go to the sport all the time, or do like be out of the home as often. But what we know, it's in parenting, there's seasons and they will change. So it doesn't mean you will never be able to do that anymore, but it's just like shift, and we have to adapt to it and just like learn how to set boundaries. Another thing is to like, maybe we're invested too much like in church activities, we're like around helping too much, serving everywhere and doing everything. That could also become like a strain on your family, because you don't have the capacity at home anymore. And that's a big one, because if our kids see us running around for everyone all the time, but we're like only giving them the restovers because we don't have any capacity of kind words or like patience anymore, then they learn quickly that they're not really the priority. So there again, to just like look into your week, look into where your assignments, where you've like given your yes to, and take time as well to just like pray about it and ask God, is that really everything I need to step into?
So let's look at some proactive strategies to guard our patience. And the first one is think before you act, and that's easier than said
than done.
Yeah.
And that's like a pause in my day. Like I had to do that a lot if I felt it was chaotic and I thought I had to like make a decision now or say something now, and it's just in the stress where we feel like pushed and pulled that we have no patience. So what helped me a lot is to step maybe on the balcony or in front of the home or just in another room, it's kind of this reset. And then I usually prayed and asked God for his patience and his wisdom in that moment.
Number 2, prioritize true rest. And we spoke about the importance of sleep, but what is really stealing your rest? What is stealing your sleep? Maybe scrolling on the phone just before going to bed.
Yeah, and that's a really, really, really big one. We're not really aware of how hard it is to fall asleep with the blue light afterward. Or maybe you're watching too many movies in your bed and you can't stop and you want to watch another one, so that's another thing. Or you're just like feeling there's too much on your plate, and during the day there's just like this load and you're not really asking anybody else to help you. So it's really worth it to rethink your ritual, your bedtime ritual, to change it if you don't have healthy habits. There's a lot of different ways you can do, like just only reading a book, keeping your phone outside of your room, and just like for you to have more restful sleep, or like ask for help during the day.
Or just a little nap will just give you patience for the rest of the day.
Yeah, when your baby naps, go and lay down for a little bit too. It will just like give you the extra energy dose you need for the day.
Number 3, simplify your load. You have those days where everything is like under pressure, is stress. How are you able to
lower your expectations? Like, I think a lot of times we put too much on ourselves, and on most days it works well, but on those days where everything feels chaotic or we're tired, it's okay to do just like bread and salad and a couple of eggs. So just not be too hard on yourself for every day, because it always needs flexibility too.
And I think sometimes it's also about the activities. It's Wednesday afternoon. On Wednesday, we usually go to the park.
Yeah.
Maybe this week, we skip the park.
Yeah, and it's fine to stay at home and do some board games at home.
Number 4, fill your soul with scriptures. We call them declaration. For example, write Bible verses. Shamar used to write them on stickers and stick them in the house so you can see them and read them aloud.
Because it helps you. Because what really transforms your day or your mood or the atmosphere is the truth of God's word. So either you memorize them and like you take 1, 2, 3 scriptures that you just say out loud when you need it. Or as me, you just like put them everywhere, like and on the mirrors or in the kitchen, on cabinets, on the fridge. So every time you read it, there's like this surge of energy that comes and you can like go on for the next couple of minutes of your day.
Number 5, build calming routines.
Yeah.
And I think we've spoken many times about routines. Chaos actually drains us, but routines fuels us.
Yeah. It gives us that energy we need. So maybe you're still fighting against structure and routine, but it makes all the difference in your home. Like I usually say, we wouldn't have had 3 kids if we wouldn't have them structured. Like they would like sleep, be awake, and have playtime too. So they had those structures throughout the day, the routine that gave them peace and security because they knew exactly what is going to come. But also for me,
we knew what to expect.
Yeah, to take care of everything I needed to do during the day. So start with like, if you have a more chaotic home, start with like rearranging and thinking about your day and when you can implement those naps that are constant, like also have meal times constant, and then have like play times constant for your kids, which will bring so much peace in your home.
6, we already spoke about this, but we repeat, it's very important. Don't do it alone.
Yeah. There's so many people that want to help you. And sometimes what just helps is if you're at the playground with a friend and when she asks you how you're doing, you're really being honest and saying, I'm having a hard day. And your friend maybe answers, me too. And even that just helps in knowing you're not the only one. And like that, you could also pray for each other. And it's a sweet time of connection and community that like strengthens your bond, but also strengthens you for being a mom because you know you're not the only one. So these were just a couple of keys. And it's really worth it to dig deeper, to pull out those roots, and not just like think about like surface things you can work on. So be encouraged because you will get so much more energy in making those decisions. You might feel like you're missing out on some things because you can't be everywhere all the time, but that's fine because your family is going to thank you for it. And you will also find joy in that, in just being more balanced at home and more you and more like the father or the mother God has made you to be in your home, that changes atmosphere and that brings joy and just like infuses peace in your home. So we hope this encouraged you, and we're really looking forward to next week. Until then,
Bye.
Bye.